Thank you. About a little Johnny Cash. Kind of hard to get into the melody of this one after that one. Now, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to mind me. Just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, don't blame him because he run in his, but the meanest thing he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it's quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from a whole lot of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some guy would giggle and I'd get red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head, and I'll tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean, and my fists got hard and my wits got keen, and I'd roam from town to town to hide my shame. But I made a vow to the moon and stars that I'd search the honky-tonks and all the bars, and I'd kill the man who gave me that awful name. Well, it was in Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I'd just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew at an old saloon at the street of mud. There at the table, dealing stud, except a dirty, mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die." Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he came up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. And I'll tell you, I fought tougher than men, but I really can't remember when. Kicked like a mule and bit like a crocodile. And I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun, but I pulled mine first, and he stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is awful rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or else die. And that's that name to help to make you strong." And he said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me, and you got the right to kill me now. I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, because I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue." I got all choked up and threw down my gun, and I called him my pa and he called me his son, and I came away with a different point of view. And I think about him every now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George or Michael or anything but Sue. I still hate that name. That's just a fun song.